What's in the box?
Well, ghouls and ghoulettes, Halloween is just around the corner, and for our final excursion into the world of Universal monsters, we pay tribute to the fine men who hunt these monsters down movie after movie. Namely, the most famous of them all, Abraham Van Helsing, the Dutch doctor who makes sure Count Dracula stays in his coffin. Of all the famed actors who've portrayed the vampire hunter, the most notable has to be Hugh Jackman in 2004's Van Helsing, where he goes up against not one, not two, but all three of the famed Universal monsters. As such, this movie was hyped up big time, and was slated to be the big blockbuster of summer 2004. But with bad reviews and an underwhelming American box office, this blockbuster ended up being just a plain old bust. But it deserved to be, because Van Helsing epitomizes everything that can go wrong with action blockbusters these days. Too much CGI in action, not enough character or originality. I mean, I'm fine with the atmosphere of the Universal monster movies being replaced by the white-knuckle adventure of the Indiana Jones movies. After all, writer-director Stephen Sommer did the same thing with his remake of The Mummy, and that turned out okay. But if you're going to fail as a horror movie, succeed as an action movie. And Van Helsing fails at that task too. So let us count the ways in which it does.
1, 2,
no, you know what I meant!
4.
Let's first focus on our title hero, Van Helsing, played by Hugh Jackman, who has changed from an elderly Dutch professor named Abraham to a hunky kicker of monster ass named Gabriel. In his first attempt at a non-X-Men franchise, Hugh ends up with a character who has more than a passing resemblance to Wolverine. He's a loner, he works with a secret society, he doesn't know what happened in his past. All that's missing is a personality or a reason to like him. However, he does have Kate Beckinsale, playing one of a family of monster hunters which has been after Dracula for centuries, and the eye patch guy from 300 as his right-hand comic relief that provides him with weapons and provides us with several reasons to want to kick him in the teeth.
Why does it smell like wet dog in here?
Fuck you! And of course, what else would Van Helsing be doing other than hunting the dastardly Count Dracula?
I am Count Vladislaus Dracula.
Fuck you, that pronunciation's stupid. Unless you're a Rob Zombie song, I'm sticking with the way that I say it. Here, Dracula has been working with none other than Victor Frankenstein in bringing his monster to life with the help of Igor and his uncanny resemblance to Zelda from Pet Sematary. But here, Dracula plans to use the monster as a power source, which will bring his children to life and help him conquer the world, and attempts to find the supposedly dead monster with the help of his bosomy brides and Kate Beckinsale's brother, who has now fallen under the curse of the werewolf and will turn into one himself every time the moon comes out, but will also turn back whenever the moon gets blocked by a cloud, which must suck for him on cloudy nights.
Anna, I only have a moment. I know Dracula's secret.
So, yep, this movie's pretty shitty and melodramatic in the plot department. But thanks to the disadvantages of numerous plot holes and god-awful CGI, it manages to be even shittier. Seriously, this is some of the worst CGI I've ever seen in a major theatrical release. I don't believe in anything going on screen. Just stick the sci-fi logo on the screen and you won't even tell the difference between this and a higher budgeted Asylum movie. And I'm pretty forgiving when it comes to certain aspects of a plot not making sense, but it's hard to forgive them when they're so blatantly obvious.
What it does is to create a light source equal to the intensity of the sun.
Well, this will come in handy how?
Oh, I don't know. You can blind your enemies.
And killing vampires.
Charbroil a herd of charging wildebeest.
And killing vampires.
Use your imagination.
And killing vampires! It's a ball of light! Light kills vampires! You are fucking useless! And let's not forget the acting, which ranges from merely serviceable to annoying to unbelievably campy, in the case of Richard Roxburgh's Dracula. Now don't get me wrong, I like a good campy villain now and then, but this Dracula completely forgets the part where he's supposed to be scary as well. Just like this movie forgets to be exciting or thrilling or worthy of your time, this flick is fill-in-the-blank action filmmaking. Insert set piece here. Insert cheeky wisecrack here. Insert romantic moment here. Whether it's the ultimate Universal monster movie or the ultimate action blockbuster, Van Helsing does not live up to either of those distinctions. Let's just hope that they do a better job with the proposed Van Helsing reboot, set to star Tom Cruise. Because I presume that when they asked Hugh Jackman to come back, he told them the same thing that I want to tell Stephen Sommers.
Go fuck yourself.
Now when you go trick-or-treating this week, make sure you ring the doorbells of your local alcoholics so that you can come home and use your stash to bite into the awfully good drinking game! Take a shot or drink every time Hugh Jackman's accent changes.
So you're sending me into hell? It's just after that your father went missing.
It's a bit of both, I think.
Dracula's brides cackle like Witch Hazel from Looney Tunes. Someone says Van Helsing.
Van Helsing.
Van Helsing.
Van Helsing!
Fine, we will also accept Van Helsing.
Van Helsing!
Dracula transforms into a bat monster, and inexplicably gets to keep his Nick Cave haircut when he does it. And take a double shot when we get the obligatory Kate Beckinsale butt shot. Good stuff. And on the nudity watch, I would say that the copious amounts of cleavage and near boobage from the vampire brides are great, but no, I'm gonna stick with my normal dose of Halloween boobage. Sarah Jessica Parker in Hocus Pocus. Again, good stuff. On the enjoyableness continuum scale from Boulder Bruce, Van Helsing manages to be slightly worse than getting a rock in your trick-or-treat bag, and drives its stake into a 3 out of 10. Sadly, this is only the second most embarrassing thing Hugh Jackman has on his resume.
Kids can be mean. They used to call me Frankenstein.
I'm Jesse Shade, wishing you, from all of us here at JoBlo.com, the happiest of Halloweens. And for all my spooky friends out there, here's one last Halloween tweet for the road. Let's all do the Monster Mash! Wait, what's that? We can't afford the rights? Well, this month was called the October Monster Mash, so what the fuck do we do for a big finale? Okay then, here's a shitty MIDI cover of the Monster Mash instead. Bye! Hey everyone, Jesse Shade here from Awfully Good Movies. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see me take on more good bad movies, click on any of the links you see here, or subscribe to see this show alongside all the great content that we offer here at JoBlo.com. And remember, I love you. Wait, that sounded wrong. But I do love you though.